Hi Sagis, welcome to your bi-weeklies. So this is going from the 16th to 31st, and I usually pre-shuffle, but I got this card that jumped out, and just so it happened to be you guys, the Temperance. So you guys are rebalancing yourself. This is basically saying like you're kind of looking at things from different kind of angles, and kind of like the best part of this card is, and I don't know if you can see it here, and my camera is not really helping, so let me try to defocus and show you what I want to show you here. You see her one of her eyes is closed. She's gonna wink, and kind of like a balance of everything here that is kind of showing up. And this card actually is representing you. It's kind of like asking you to kind of like see who you really are, what you really want to do. Okay, so Sagittarius, October 16th to 31st. More jumpers. And the Emperor. The Emperor. Now this is not exactly a romantic card. The Emperor is more about stability. It's more like, who do you want to be? Am I going to be a good person? What kind of person are you right now? And the Temperance is like, maybe you are seeing certain things that you want to improve, maybe other things you kind of like want to kind of like enforce and kind of work with. And it's like simply a reconfiguration of who you are and balancing the tree pose. Trees are standing, they have the big root, right? But trees also sway, so it's okay to kind of like meander a little bit as long as you kind of like end up in that kind of center. So let's see, Sagittarius, October 16th to October 31st. Voila, Sagittarius. And the bottom of the deck, wow, 6 of Cups and the Moon. Huh. 6 of Cups is that really loving energy. It is like memory lane. It's reminiscing about things that has happened that you really loved. It's a point of time that maybe for you seems to be distant. Maybe it's about a person that you really don't know what happened to them. But the Moon is a lovely card in this deck. Look at this. The kitty is looking herself in the water, and look what she sees. Again, I have to do the same thing. This card should be, look who she sees, a big panther. So guys, you kind of like need to work with sorry about this, you need to work with unworkable. You need to work with unknown, because in the dark anything seems scary, but also anything seems possible. So there is a blockage about somebody or something, so it's going to be interesting reading. So let's see. The Sun. Who got this? I think Scorpio goddess. Sun is like usually the card that like shines this bright sign over the entire reading, and you're getting it right in the center. This is the core, and like this is so you. It's the Temperance is Sagittarius and this is a Leo, so I'm getting this like huge enormous energy over here, right? And also you have the Moon, so you have everything. Let's put these 2 cards on the side so I kind of have them in my mind when I kind of draw a conclusion. Wow, King of Cups. Okay guys, this is not you, you're fire, this is water. And look at this King of Cups, and I don't know what the heck is going on. That King of Cups is right now on his own island. You are becoming somebody who is patient, who is going and touching base with his own emotions, with who he is, how he reacts, whom he loves. He has these binoculars because somebody is maybe kind of like setting an eye on you, or you are looking somebody in a distance. This card I think showed up in absolutely every reading that I did today. So let me just zoom you in right back here as well. I want to show you something in this card. Look, there is a mermaid over here. You might be meeting somebody who is going to have this beautiful, elusive quality, possibly of being your muse, possibly of somebody being so alluring, being in between. You know, like the story is those sirens and those muses, they would sit and they would lure the soldiers with a beautiful melody, with their enchanting things. And it's not necessarily the shape of somebody. It is like literally that very tangible, intangible feeling that you kind of like felt sometime long ago. You might be meeting this person, if this is not you becoming the person, in some kind of a zoo or some kind of like water kingdom. And I keep saying this in every reading: do not swim with the dolphins, this is really cruel. Do not hug dolphins, this is really cruel. They are being tortured with electricity to be forced to do that. Each time you do that, you are torturing this horrible, unhappy animal. Rather give your money for them to be freed. It could be somebody who loves cats, somebody who has a cat, or somebody who has a fish tank as well. In any case, it's going to have some flavor of the sea. This is really good card. You guys are like turning into the sunny person who just like loves everybody and everything, and who is like really patient. Like you as a fire sign and me as an air sign, we have no patience. We just kind of like move really quick. So somebody explaining something forever, it's like, oh my gosh, come on, get to the point. No, you're changing. You're going to all of a sudden have all the patience in the world. There's going to be somebody who's going to be so enchanting and so kind of celebratory, cracking or maybe like having a glass of wine with this person. So, what is in the base? 7 of Cups. Dreams. What do I want? You guys are dreamers. We know that. You're also freedom loving, but look at that. Do I want to love? Do I want health? Do I kind of like want science or new projects or house? It's simply you feel like, because 7s are very spiritual as well. You're exploring yourself. You're giving yourself almost like a second wind, no matter to which point of life you are right now. And it was some kind of battle of some kind of kind. 9 of Wands is like a seasoned warrior. It's kind of like fire, just like you are fire. And it's somebody who kind of has been knocked down many times. And somebody who's saying, you're not going to get me. I am still standing. I know I'm scratched, but now what I've learned from all these failures is how to stand on my 2 feet and maybe to have a different strategy. So maybe you kind of like reconfigure certain things in yourself and you said, well, I kind of thought this path works and it didn't get me results which everybody told me they should be. So by me repeating this, I will be doing the same things over and over again, which is the definition, right, of an idiot. So you are saying, right now, I'm just literally going to go with the flow. Let's see this. Let's kind of like just go with my heart and kind of like almost like it's going to be innocence in your approach. And then is the Hangman. Hangman is always talking about the sacrifice. Hangman is like is saying basically just wait, see what happens. It's a major arcana. It's a very important card. Hangman is basically giving us a second look at something in a completely different angle. And this kind of like goes back to what I was saying. Well, I was told this and we heard that. Like we have all this like software programming displays on us, which is like how you have to behave, how you need to eat, this and this and this. And quite a few of that is like really good. Having a structure is really good, etc. But then if you are not even slowly, if not like quickly progressing through life, it's defeating. It's like, right? So this is saying, okay, now let me look at it from a different perspective. Because look at this. Here he has the lock. He cannot move, right? His hands are also locked. So he can only look. So imagine if you're in the position. What would you do? Would you start screaming and wiggling? It's going to get you really tired and it'll give you aneurysm. So you can as well kind of like breathe and relax and kind of like look how things look from a different perspective. And again, think of a plan. How do you get where you want to get? How do you free yourself? But this is also saying it's some kind of like a surrender mode. With this surrender mode, usually the advice is like, just wait to see what happens. And wonderful, you have Ace of Cups. So your romantic potential is showing up, knocking on your door. Guys, this is something you need to kind of pursue. This is like somebody who's really cute shows up at your door to deliver a mail, and you say, just thanks a lot, and you close the door. That's not chasing this potential. Like kind of like having a small talk or giggle or like a nice message. That does. So just imagine that this is basically somebody handing you out a candle and matches. Are you going to light it? So somebody's definitely, either you are becoming very kind of King of Cups, or this could be a new person coming to your life with new potential, and you will be sort of stuck. Hey, for a while I was independent. I kind of liked that independence. Let me think about it. But oh my gosh, the relationships are so appealing. So you have a weird basically choice, but you're going to go for love. Look at this. You're getting a soulmate card. You're going to meet somebody, or no, you're going to meet somebody. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. This is a soulmate card, guys. This is it. And it was something that you have felt for somebody before. It's very intangible, but somebody who is still an enigma for you. Don't try to crack the code, because you always try to crack the code. This time, just try to go with the flow. And environment, somebody might be a little bit abrupt. Page of Swords is like, I want the truth, I want to know the truth. And the answer is you can't handle the truth. So you still need to learn. The Page of Swords are messengers, and messengers of somebody who's seeking for the truth, but that they're not necessarily getting it. So somebody might be approaching you with certain answers to get. So you might have people who will be coming to your life, and hence maybe this is what is related to it. You will not know how to deal with that, so you won't. And then you have Knight of Pentacles. Well, the Knights are actually doing things. Knight of Pentacles is, I always see this Knight of Pentacles as somebody who maybe is like, not necessarily that shiny little stone in a bundle, but somebody who is maybe very kind of like rough or even hard to notice. So it's saying like, you know your values, but you are not also thinking that you're like all that. But slow and steady wins the race kind of a thing. So either somebody like that might be coming in your life, so don't cut them off. So what I'm saying here is like, this could be also relating to body image, because the pentacles are about how we perceive each other as well. But this is a test of some kind, guys, that is going to be kind of very earthy test. And you have a Three of Wands. Something will be happening. Some new magic will be happening. Three of Wands is like, okay, I'm trying to see the magic, because you see the 3 and 12 are related, because 1 and 2 makes 3. But this is the boss of this card, big boss, because we also have the Empress, who is the boss of this card, which says, look, you, in order to move forward, you have to know what you're doing, because generally you see the ships in this card, but not in this version of tarot. And that's why he's creating this magic. He's saying, actually, I have learned a few things. I have learned things by experience, how to create finances, love, passion. I kind of like want to move forward, right? So he has like these 3 magic sticks that he wants to move forward and create something. So this is a great trajectory. The only card I want to confirm is this Page of Swords. I want to see what is that happening here, and then we are going to go to answer your questions. Page of Swords. Can you confirm it for Sagis? Sagis, Page of Swords. My gosh, doesn't want to give me anything. There you go. Ha! No answer. You just got the Page of Pentacles. So it's again the body image. It's again somebody who is really asking, okay, how do I do things? It might be like, I don't know, if you have children, this could be your children. It's certainly somebody who is either young or somebody who is still uninvolved. And you'll be dealing with that. Again, it could be meeting a new person and trying to see, and seeing the rough edges. Maybe this new person is going to be overly inquisitive and maybe have the rough edge, but also you will see that they're very studious and they are kind of like, in other hand, maybe moving very slow. Maybe they are not like fire like you. They cannot jump in this relationship with 2 feet. They have to go with 1 toe after another toe. So don't judge the book by its cover, right? Sagis, I don't know what to tell you. Love is in the air. That's loving. You have an Ace of Cups, you have King of Cups, and you have the Soulmate card, right? Now, before I do that, I have some horoscope signs. Basically, all I see is a Leo. So I don't know if a Leo means something to you that is like really, really prominent, but like, and Pisces as well. But nothing really particular, or all that kind of like just gave me a general messaging. So now guys, ask a question, because I have drawn the cards already. So let's see what is going to be. The door number 1, the door number 2, or the door number 3. Door number 1. Wow, we have a 3 of Wands again. So see here, we see these ships. And you have the 6 of Cups again, reversed. So there is somebody from the past that you're still feeling for, but you know that you're ready to go forward. Ships are relationships, friendships, ownerships. There are new directions that you will be exploring. So the answer is, you will be actually, this question is not going to be even important very soon, because you guys will actually seek new horizons. The door number 2, we have a Sea King again. So we have this beautiful King of Cups again, and Sky Tom. So that is that Page of Wands. So there you go. So that's going to be that coupling with somebody who is younger, who's very either younger or has this like really young looking youth spirit. Somebody who is a little bit abrupt, like, you know, this is a play, but then you scratch the bird. So just like as I said, so answer here is like, be patient. Be patient, listen to what they're saying, give them everything to explain it to you. So just be patient and explore. This is kind of really good. So where the water meets air, kind of like, right? So they can make the big waves, but it can make it very, very smooth. And the door number 3, wow, 6 of Cups again. Memories, memories, guys. This is going to be a memory lane, right? A good memory lane. Memory lane that you kind of like are reminded to what it felt to feel butterflies from a long time ago, and this is kind of like coming back to the surface. So my dear Sagis, if you're still here, subscription on YouTube is free, so take me up or don't take me up on it, but I hope you're going to rate it either up or down. Either way it works for me. I am appreciating both inputs. Lastly, comments are always appreciated. I want to know what's going on. And if you want your private reading, because then I just look at your own case, contact me at www.catchtarot.ca. Thank you so much. Love you, Sagis. Talk to you soon.